The first color scheme that we're going to practice is creating a monochromatic color scheme. So it can be any color that you would like to work with. And we're going to use each of the different values of that color. So we're going to fade from dark to light in each of these squares. So starting out, you want to make a rectangle in your sketchbook, divide it into 5 sections, and then choose a color with your watercolors that you would like to work with. So I'm going to play this time lapse here. But the first step is starting out with red in that first square. So red is the color that I'm working with. And I'm just going to start out with adding some water and just extending out that red from the left side where I applied it first. And then I'm just going to go back into each square and slowly darken it a bit as I go. So I'm starting with that first one, making it a little bit darker, mixing a little bit of the black paint in with it to just continue to push that value as dark as possible. Sometimes you'll want to let your section dry first and then come back to it and add a little bit more paint just to continue to darken that value. But I'm going to continue to pull some of this red down towards the right and make sure that I'm fading it and making it slightly lighter in each section. It's the water that is going to continue to lighten your color, so the more water you add, the lighter your value will be. So instead of adding white like you normally would with acrylic paint, you're just adding more water to lighten the value. So it's that white of the paper that is coming through as the white of the paint. So I'm adding more black into that darker value now that it kind of sat for a minute, so it dried a little bit and I'm able to continue to darken that value. And then this is finished because you can see a clear value change between each of these sections. There's a few that you could maybe go back to and touch up once it dries if you feel like you could push them darker. But the main purpose of monochromatic value change is going from dark to light using just one color.